Hey, greetings everyone. This is New York Dan here, coming at you with some Sarasota Tim. Got a bunch of stuff to talk about this evening. Yeah, I've been on the struggle bus. I'm still under the weather. And now I have like cold symptoms coming on too. I don't get it. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I weighed myself this morning. Yeah, I'm on the New York sickness diet plan, right? Down to 202. That's good because when I got back from the cruise, I think I was running 208 or 209. Yeah, that's one way to get in shape. Man, get on the suffering bus. Jeez Louise, guys. And I haven't even been eating any sushi. That's the kicker. My stomach was better when I was eating sushi. Yeah, I've had like intestinal problems going on. That's what the deal is. It's just cramping and stuff. It's really bad, and my appetite's been off. Man, we don't know if it was from that restaurant where the pumper truck was, the sewer pumper was there, or it's just some kind of a norovirus. That's what the debate is. What kind of a channel is this? I'm sorry, guys. Let's hope, fingers crossed, I'll be back in business this week. I'm having some split pea soup. You guys like that stuff? This is Progresso. It's pretty thick. It's salty. This is just what I need. Like when you're sick, yeah, you need something like that. So, yeah, before we talk Sarasota Tim, if I don't make a mess here, you know what I think we're going to set up today? The special light. It's actually a jellyfish lamp. I might have been calling it octopus. Huh. Yeah, they swim around in there. It's like James Bond's Octopussy. It's not big enough over here for the octopus version. We got to stick with jellies, guys. Yeah, we're going to set this up tonight, guys. Mark my word. They tell you what to do. There's instructions. You guys commented something about only put 2 drops of detergent in the water to help the jellyfish swim. Yeah. Put on this shirt. This is just for the studio over in Calpote's basement. Yeah, it's too damn cold to wear any short sleeves in New York, guys. I have like 3 shirts on, maybe more, and sweatpants to stay warm. Have the heat on, of course. And I think it's only around 30 degrees outside if we're lucky. I haven't even been outside today. I'm done. I rested up. Haven't been able to do much. I've been watching stuff on the screen. That's what I've been up to. And yeah, the birds are here keeping me company. They're doing some singing today. They listen to music. They're having a better time of it than me. They living their best life now. Yeah, so a couple of the things I was watching. Oh, by the way, yeah, the Love Boat. I made that up before I got sick. That thing was insane, right? Yeah, I'm lucky I got back from that Love Boat cruise before this hit. That would have been terrible. Yeah, you guys had some cool comments. We've been talking about that. I said I did see Betty White on the cruise. Yeah, I didn't get her on camera, but she was on the cruise. I was talking to her at dinner. I saw the cruise director, Julie, talking with her. Invited her to dinner. Yeah, a lot of people were at dinner. Had the captain's table. They even served me aquavit with the herring. Quite a cruise. The Pacific Princess. She's quite a ship. Runs at 145 pounds oil pressure. Something I learned. from the engineer. He gave me a private tour. Huh. The Pacific, baby. I wish I could have gone on that. Can you believe I actually talked to a guy that I knew in real life who unfortunately passed away? He was living in Florida too. And yeah, he had actually sailed on the Pacific Princess, the original one, not the wonky copies that they came out with later, the newer versions of it. No, the original one from Love Boat. He sailed on it. We call him Uncle Lewis. Shout out to Uncle Lewis. He was telling me about it, and he said he sailed on it in the later years. It was sailing, not, I think, after it was owned by, what would it have been owned by? Princess Cruise Lines. I'm not 100%. It might have been, but he said I believe he was sailing on it around the Caribbean or somewhere. He did a cruise on it in the later years. And he said the whole time he was on the ship, it was listing. I think it was like tilting to one side. He was saying something about that. I guess it was, well, it's a smaller ship. It's going to move around a lot. I don't know if he meant the thing was swaying around. I think he just said it was tilted or whatever when he was sailing on it. Yeah, it's a much smaller ship, guys. A matter of fact, I'm very lucky. The cruises I've been on, like the Venezia Carnival ship, that ship, let's be real. I mean, I like the Pacific Princess. I would love to be on the real ship, but the newer ones like Carnival, Venezia, it's a much more advanced ship. It's like over 1,000 feet long. The one that I sailed on, compared to Love Boat, the original one, I think it was only 590 feet, something like that. There goes that damn oil burner again. That thing's driving me crazy. No, luckily it's not. You probably don't even hear it because I'm wearing the mic. It's muffled down because there's several insulation walls between where the burner is. But yeah, those can be loud. Well, the important thing is to stay warm. A lot of the country's in a real bad way. I shouldn't even complain. New York, it's warm up here compared to other places. I watched this guy called Truck House Life. He has a wooden house built on the bed of a Ford Power Stroke diesel. And he's done adventures in Alaska. This is one of those big channels on YouTube. He has like 400,000 subscribers. He gets like a ton of views. Well, he does some extreme stuff. Some of it's very dangerous. I would not want to drive a Power Stroke diesel in Alaska in the cold weather. He goes in like negative, we're talking negative degrees Fahrenheit. Not for me. Not for me. I would be having a panic attack doing that junk. And I definitely would not want the diesel. You want a gasoline engine if you're in those kind of conditions. The diesel fuel can gel up on you. You can get stranded. Yeah, I'm surprised they can even pull that off running diesels in Alaska. Some of the people let the truck idle all night. Anyway, long story short, he's hooked up with this girl who has a YouTube channel, and her name or her channel is Eden Out There. E-D-E-N, Eden, that's her name. And apparently that's kind of like his girlfriend now. And believe it or not, she's from Florida, and she's done like the nomad type deal where she has a little Airstream trailer she was towing with a Jeep in some of the videos. Yeah, it's kind of wonky. I've been just watching this just because I've been sick. I came up on my feed. No offense to Sarasota or Nomadic fanatic. But yeah, it was kind of cool to watch some of it, but too extreme. Oh, and the guy, he's kind of like a character that reminds me of Mario. You know the Super Nintendo Mario? Yeah, he's kind of a character. So is the girl. She's a quirky girl. She laughs a lot. And I think they said she was Portuguese or something. Yeah, she's a character of a girl. So that's what I was up to today. Just telling you. Oh, you know what? Yeah, and I also watched the World News tonight. And they were talking about Luigi Mangione. He's going to be back setting up this week hearings. They're doing his trial. They're trying to set it up, what evidence can be admitted. And I don't know if you guys have been following this, but it's a really crazy story that I heard over the last couple days. They said when he went to McDonald's, he put on a medical mask. You know, like the ones we wore during COVID, possibly. Like, okay, they showed him. He had on a hoodie. And they said the way that people identified him, believe it or not, was from his eyebrows. They couldn't see just about anything on his face, only his eyebrows. And they're very thick eyebrows. They're like a hedge. Yeah, unlike NYD right here. They're very thick, bushy eyebrows. Believe it or not, this is insane. Well, first of all, he had the mask like pulled way up here. Like it was really covering his face. Then he had a hoodie on. That's not suspicious at all. I'm going to tell you something that's crazy, guys. Just playing devil's advocate. I bet you dollars to donuts if he didn't wear any mask or a hoodie and he just dressed normally and he went in that McDonald's, probably nobody would bother him. And he would, if he was just in there, I think the reason why they caught on to him is because he looked strange with all that stuff on. Devil's advocate. Also, if he wanted to get away with that or he didn't want to be caught, he should have shaved his eyebrows. Huh? Then I don't think anyone would recognize him. Pretty crazy stuff. But he made a lot of mistakes. He had too much evidence he was carrying, and now what they're trying to do, they're trying to ban some of that evidence from being used in the trial. They said the policeman didn't have a search warrant. They searched his backpack and they found evidence, but they didn't go through the official procedures to do that. Yeah, they're not supposed to be allowed to do that, apparently, without getting a warrant on him. They messed up a few technical errors. I think they were caught off guard. The whole thing is crazy, but, you know, it's a tough situation. There is a real problem with the health care in this country, definitely. It is extremely expensive. The insurance has never been perfect, even with Obamacare or the subsidies. That thing has a lot of, there's a lot of catches to it. And it helps certain people a lot more than others. Yeah, those Obamacare plans, believe it or not, I had like a private insurance plan before Obamacare, and the private plan was a much better deal. The premium was lower. The plan covered more. There wasn't this ridiculous deductible. This thing really screwed people over, the Obamacare. It only works if you're near the poverty line with your income. That's the only way it helps. Otherwise, yeah, it doesn't really help you that much. It just made the premium super high. If a guy makes like 38 grand, something like that, I don't think you even get really, if you're single, you don't get a subsidy. You can't, the cutoff is really low. It doesn't help a lot of people, and especially with what prices cost now. Yeah, this country, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. They never solved it correctly. When they came out with the Obamacare, that thing was half-assed. It was a publicity stunt. Yeah, something definitely needs to be done. So anyway, let's move on to a more important topic. Sarasota Tim. Huh. Yeah. I watched his evening rant. I just happened to catch that. And he's had a frustrating day today. He said he's looking to sell stuff to raise cash. He wants to get money so he can take a trip, possibly on the Goldwing. Cash, baby. That's what I need. I was right on the mark. If you saw my funny about the V-Vor 10. He's like, I'm selling this thing for cash as soon as I make the video. I'm right on the money, guys. That's what he's doing. He sells everything. And he's full of it today. He said in one of his videos, either today or yesterday, he's like, let's see here. I could take the Goldwing. I could take the e-bike. I could take the scooter. What am I going to drive today? Or the truck. Yeah, right. I think he sold all that stuff. Where is the e-bike? Where's the scooter? He doesn't even have that anymore, guys. Yeah, so he was saying the truck he was taking. Who knows? Maybe he sold the Goldwing already. Oh, he's milking that out. He wants to do some kind of a trip on it. So anyway, he was in the trailer today and he was peed off. He said his iPhone fell down when he was filming. He had audio issues, I guess, with his mic. Something wasn't coming out right. He said he filmed videos all day long and he couldn't even put up. This was the second video he got up today after he had spent all that time filming because of his damn problems with his camera phone. Yeah. And then he's trying to make enough videos to make up his quota and get some monies going here, guys. So then, to make matters worse, he was disappointed in the meat he got from Aldi. He said it gets caught in his teeth. Yeah, he has some kind of problem, a food trap. After all that dental work he just had done, imagine that. The meat was too tough. Shoe leather, folks. So it sounds like he's switching over to chicken. He was talking about cooking some chicken up and hamburger meat. Yeah, he's having problems with the carnivore. And then on top of that, he greased up his camper cooking all these hamburger patties indoors, and he had to break out Windex to try to clean it up. He said the burner on the Q is not working right. His Weber Q grill. Yeah, well, if you guys have seen that thing, it's filled with grease. He's cooked like thousands of pieces of meat on that thing. He's been using it non-stop for years. He claims he poked the holes out and he tried to doctor up the burner. He tried to get it to work better. But yeah, he had to cook in the trailer and he trashed it. That's what happened. Should I give Tim some helpful advice? Should we help him out even? Or is that off the table? I know what the problem is with his Q. The pressure regulator on it. Yeah, it's got a pressure regulator to drop the pressure of the propane down. And I bet you the pressure regulator is going bad, or it's possibly adjustable. The end cap comes off, and there might be an adjustment in there that you can twist with a screwdriver. You could turn that puppy way up. You could make that a sizzler. Yeah, that's what's going on with it. If the holes are clean, that's the only thing it could be. You got like 100 psi of propane pressure or more than that, 130, something like that in the main lines. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I wonder, the pressure regulator, he might have a couple of them in line, because there might be one off the trailer tanks, a big one that drops it down. Maybe that's why it's not burning right. Maybe he's using the lower pressure from his trailer to fire the Weber. If you hook that directly up to a grill propane tank, it should work correctly. Otherwise, the pressure regulator on the Weber needs adjustment. Yup. So I'll tell you what. Let's stop here on the Weber Q, and I'm curious. I've had this thing. You guys know, if you watch the channel, this thing has been kicking around. It's a 9-inch jellyfish lamp, and one of you commented you saw it at Spencer Gifts. Yeah, I like that store, Spencer. That's really cool. Believe it or not, this thing was at Home Depot. It was one of those things I was like, do you need this? But do you want it? So let's see what we can do with this puppy. It says we got to fill it with water. It has some plastic on the outside. Oh, it's got a cap on here. We got to take that off. Then we got to take out the jellies. Here's the jellies right here. Those are the jellyfish. Look at that. This is going to go great with my fish tank over there. What do you guys think? So we need two things. We need some kind of detergent, and we need some water, which I have both. Let me just grab that, actually. You know what? I have Palmolive, and that stuff is green. I think I'm better off. I have another detergent kicking around. Let's see if I can find it. Dawn. That's blue. You guys can still hear me because I'm on the wireless mic. Yeah, this should work. Yeah, I don't think it'd be good to use the green. It's gonna look like the water's on Long Island. Got the Brita pitcher. Now they say only put like 1 or 2 drops in of the detergent. And they also said the limited instructions that they give you here. This little thing, they say to stir it too. First you fill it, then you add the drops. Okay. Let's see if this works here. Hopefully the inside's clean, because I don't know how you clean the... This is glued on. I don't think you can even take that off now. I don't know how far up do you fill it? Maybe up to there? Okay. Now let's put in they say 2 drops. 1. Oh, that's plenty. That's plenty. That's plenty. It went out. It wasn't even a drop. The way that came out. Okay, I see some bubbling. It must be filling the pump. See the bubbles? So now they want you to stir it with something. Let me see if I have a long spoon around, something to stir it with. Oh, man. I got it, folks. Oh, that's pure genius right there. Believe that? We'll do it this way. I see a drop of the detergent landed on the bottom. Shoot. Now, let's see what happens here. And then what they said to do is put the jellies in upside down. Yeah, this is going to bring my channel to the 100,000 subscribers, guys. Riveting content. So the inside of those jellies has to fill. We'll let that go. Oh, look at that. There it is. There it is, right there. There's one. Now we'll put the pink one in. Put the lady jelly in. Where does that go here? Okay, there we go. Drop that in there. Okay. And then I think they said stir it again so that the get some of the air bubbles out. Check that out. Then we'll put the top on it. It might need a little more water, I'm not sure. And then what it does, it has this plastic piece goes on the top. Yeah, it probably should have more water in it, right? So then these new devices, they don't even give you a power supply for it. They're all like, just plug it into a USB. So I brought over a power strip here to plug it in. Just plug it in, that's all. Let's see what it does, guys. Awesome. Check that out. No, that one's kind of stuck up there. Well, we'll see if it gets better with time. The blue one's swimming around. Oh, that's neat. I like it. It must have a little pump in there to move the water. Riveting content, guys. Riveting. I'll tell you what, it's better than the stuff Sarasota does. He's just got the algorithm. That's the only thing about him. The guy doesn't have content. That content is dry. Other than he lives in an RV trailer, he could, you know, kind of do stuff on that, but it's not really that much content. Yeah, the pink one's not floating. Or it's not diving, it is floating. Here, maybe if we do this. Don't want to get too many air bubbles underneath it. We'll have to just let it. It's got to we got to get it dialed in, folks. We got to get this thing dialed in. And then what's this do? Oh, cool. You can change what color. I think they got it beat, guys. This is a modern day equivalent to a lava lamp. I like it. I think they got it beat. Yeah. We'll have to put it, I'll have to make room over here. Part of my display now will be the fish tank. Look at that. We'll see if the other one starts swimming. So, yeah, let's get back to me notes, lads. We'll try to keep a short video today. Yeah, guys, by the way, you guys are cracking me up with some of the comments on that Love Boat AI. Yeah, you know what? When I first got on the ship, maybe because I had on that leisure suit, AI set me up with some kind of crazy luggage. You're going on a cruise, right? What the heck am I doing? I have like a handbag luggage, this brown portfolio luggage thing. It looks like a purse. Cracks me up. The AI, it's full of mistakes too. Like when people are talking, the engineer's telling me about the engine and I'm like the one talking. And the same with the captain. It's just part of it. It makes it funny, guys. It makes it funny. But I'm going to tell you what's scary. When AI gets so advanced that humans are the ones that will be making mistakes and AI will be laughing at us. Yeah, right now it's innocent enough, but that's going to be scary when it gets too advanced. I'm a little worried about it. It's all fun and games over here on the New York Dan channel, but in real life, that AI, we got to watch it. Do you know, I read in a study MIT did, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, they found, as it stands right now with AI at its current levels, that about 11% of all jobs in the United States could be replaced using AI instead of humans. That's pretty damn scary. As it stands right now. I don't know. Now, based on my videos, I don't know how many mistakes these replacement AI workers would be making, but what are you going to do? So, yeah, so Sarasota, he squished all his hamburger meat in the trailer. I was telling you he was cooking those. He has some kind of a press to make the burgers. He showed it before, but he's peed off. It sticks to the burger meat. Put some olive oil on it. Durr. Yeah, he's all mad. His burger meat's sticking to it. So he was pressing patties all afternoon. He could be working at Burger King or Mickey D's making some money instead of having to do all them videos. So, yeah, and then he's the one saying that he said, he went on a rant saying, who the heck am I to tell anyone how to spend money? And who the heck are you to tell anyone to spend money? He's like, I'll spend money like I want. But then he said that he's going broke. But then he's like, no, not me, not not yet. Ha ha ha. Yeah, he was talking to somebody and they were telling him something was going on, and he took it as, it's not right to tell people how to spend money. He don't want to hear the truth. That's the problem. That's what's going on right there. Oh, and then he was at the store and he got pissed off because there was a hot rodder and the guy was revving his engine. And then I guess he peeled out of there. And Tim was all mad about that because he's trying to drive his wing. Yeah, that's the whole problem. It is, hey, guys, in general, it's dangerous driving in general. What can you do? And even these automated cars they have now, yeah, they had a problem with these Waymo taxis. They were passing school buses with the stop sign out. They could have run over a kid. This stuff is, none of it's safe. There was a Tesla that I think it was on autopilot. I don't know. It veered into oncoming traffic and crashed head on with a truck. It was on the news the other day. No matter what you do, it's dangerous. So just got to be careful out there. Yeah, and the motorcycle is dangerous. What can you do? I mean, I don't know how an airbag is going to work on that bike. I don't know about that one. And I don't know if, even if you wear the Superman outfit or the Batman outfit with the pads, I don't really know if that's going to suffice. Especially not on the highway. Hey, you do you. I think for me, I like to be in a car on the highway or have some kind of protection around me. Yeah, the motorcycle's good. You know what that's good for? Back roads. Doing like slower driving. That's when it's fun to ride the bike. And I even think you're better off scaling it down. Use a real small bike. You're going to see, I have one. I got to film it as soon as I'm feeling up to it. A real small bike. Take it down a few notches. Enjoy driving a motorcycle around. But you're going to do it on a small scale. Once you go too big, it's not going to be any fun. All right, guys. Hey, I hope everyone is having a good one. Hope you have a good Monday morning by the time this airs. And yeah, let's hope the weather, fingers crossed. I'm going to enjoy this split pea soup. I'll probably heat it up again in the 25 FKBS microwave. Yeah. And I also have a small burger I could have too. Yeah. So yeah, check the AI vids out if you haven't seen them. I'm on the lookout. If I see an opportunity to make up a good one, I'll be putting it up on the channel. Subscribe for free. It's probably the only way you're going to find my channel too. If you did find it, you're probably a subscriber already. I don't know. They don't promote it much because it's these channels that are, what they do is they string these guys along, the ones that are not monetized. Even Dinger's channel, he's not up to 1,000 subscribers, so it's definitely not monetized. They string them along. They come up right after Sarasota Tim when you do a search. Yeah, they do that because they don't have to pay for their videos. Once they have to share the ad revenue, they pull the promotion. They don't do that for them. Kind of bites. Once you're a monetized channel like mine, they do that. So a lot of the cool commentary, people can't even find it. There's only the new one. And now there's another guy with white hair, Kentucky Todd. I see that's coming up right after Sarasota. Yeah, the guy's, he's got like 400 something subscribers. They're putting him now before Dinger. They know Dinger's getting close. Once Dinger's monetized, he's going to go on the back burner. They're going to put this new guy up. It's craziness, guys. It's a machine. Don't mess with the algorithm. I'm lucky to even have a channel. It's insane. The level of competition and stuff, forget it. Forget about it. I take it for granted. And now my channel makes money. I can't even believe it. I just did it for fun to start with. But hardly anybody even gets to this level. I'm really lucky. Yeah, and I see some of the big channels that the algorithm presses, like this Truck House Life. You know, this guy's doing stuff where he's like risking his life. He's at the edge. He's living on the edge. His diesel heater doesn't work. His truck breaks down. He's in negative 50-degree weather. Who knows? I mean, you're talking about the guy could easily die. And that's probably why people watch the damn thing. You have to do something crazy. If you want, yeah, big subscriber levels on here. It's nuts. There's so much. There's thousands upon thousands of channels, millions of channels on YouTube. No one can, that's the thing. You can have a great channel. No one's going to even find it or see it. Yeah, that's what the problem is. It used to be different when it first came out, but now YouTube's like a cable TV system. Let's see, is Pinky swimming around in there yet? Stay tuned. We'll have to see if she swims. There, mateys. She'll be swimming in the next video. Let's see. Stay tuned for more riveting content. Hopefully I get better so I can go over and work on those boat tires and stuff if the weather cooperates. All right, guys. Hey, hit the thumbs up. Your friend, New York Dan. I should have said that in the beginning of the video. Durr. And, yeah, I hope everyone has a good week, man. Fingers crossed. It's get rid of this Arctic blast stuff. Yeah. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah. And maybe I'll post an AI funny later. Something comes up to do. All right, guys, have a great one. This is your friend, New York Dan, over and out.